Senator Bernie Sanders has repeatedly said he is not going to make any character attacks, character assassinations on Democratic frontrunner Hillary Rodham Clinton when seeking the Democratic nomination. He has stuck to that, but he is now sharpening, I think is the way to say it, sharpening his attacks on Hillary Clinton's policy ideas. In an interview with Yahoo News' Katie Couric, the Vermont senator called it, quote, silly and absurd that Hillary Clinton invoked 9/11 to defend her connections to Wall Street, which she did in that debate Saturday night. We've talked about it with you extensively. Hillary Clinton has since sort of walked back the comments a little bit. In a statement released by Bernie Sanders' campaign 2 days ago, he linked Hillary Clinton's acceptance of pharmaceutical campaign donations as the reason why she has flip-flopped on supporting universal health care, saying, quote, it's hard to understand how someone who claims to have been a supporter of universal health insurance for years is suddenly moving to the right and attacking universal health care, or maybe it's not. The Clinton campaign received far more money from the drug and medical device industries than any other presidential candidate in either party during the first 6 months of the campaign. In another interview over the weekend with the Des Moines Register, Bernie Sanders argued that Hillary Clinton has not offered any concrete plans, in spite of saying that paid family medical leave is a cornerstone of her campaign. And he insists these are not personal attacks, saying, quote, to contrast your ideas is not to make character attacks on somebody else. It's that we have differences of opinion. Lewis, are these personal attacks on Hillary Clinton by Bernie Sanders?
No, I don't think they are personal attacks. But if you were to attack Hillary for trying to prey on people's emotions about 9/11 in the way that she did, it's hard to say that that wouldn't be a character attack, but I think that that would be a valid character attack.
And Hillary Clinton at the debate, and we don't have the clip, but we played it for you earlier in the week, said that Bernie Sanders accused Bernie of impugning her integrity or something like that. And Bernie Sanders said, no, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just criticizing these donations and the connection and blah, blah, blah. Generally speaking, this is very healthy in my mind. I mean, compare it to the dynamic on the Republican side. There was one good exchange on policy in the Republican debates that I recently recall, which was when Marco Rubio and Rand Paul got into a back and forth about U.S. intervention abroad and when it's morally justified, when it's ethically justified, when it's legally justified. Other than that, there have not been really good substantive policy debates on the Republican side. It's mostly you're corrupt, you're pathological, you're ugly, you have 1% and shouldn't be here, you know, et cetera, et cetera. This, I actually think, is very healthy. This is not going to be destructive to the Democratic Party. There is going to be a Democratic nominee. And the fact that Bernie and Hillary have disagreed on increasingly more and more policy issues is not going to be a bad thing. This is a good thing.
I think Bernie needs to get bullish on some of the things that we're talking about here with Hillary. Because, you know, at some point he has to start trying to take her down. He can't just state his opinions and kind of leave Hillary out of it, right?
So you're saying he may have to resort to more aggressive, not necessarily personal attacks, but...
Well, he has to be. Well, if you look at the national numbers, Dave, I mean, I think it's clear that he needs to be more aggressive. I think it's a good campaign strategy, and there's certainly plenty to criticize.